Well, the storm has made it nearly impossible for people who plan to head home today after the holidays. We have a live look right now. Cleveland's Hopkins International Airport cancellations are lighting up the boards. Just about every airline there has had cancellations. We're told more than 100 flights canceled tonight out at Hopkins as well. And things are just as bad on the roads tonight. We've got crews all over Northeast Ohio tonight, as the blowing snow is causing real visibility problems in some spots all afternoon today, especially along the Ohio Turnpike. News Channel 5's Bob Jones joining us now live from the Turnpike. And Bob, things I know have quieted down just a little bit where you are right now.
That's right, Chris. We were getting a break completely from the snow around 4 o'clock. It has picked up once again, but it's not too bad, not nearly as bad as it was around 1 to 3 o'clock this afternoon, when many drivers were getting off the Turnpike behind me, pulling over to this rest stop area and complaining about how bad the conditions were. The good news was that the wind wasn't quite as strong as a lot of people expected it to be. So the blowing and drifting snow wasn't the major issue. The major issue was people were just not going the right speed. They were going too fast. Talked to a number of drivers who said once they crossed the Ohio border in the western edge of the state that they started to see many accidents. They started to see overturned tractor trailers. They saw a horse trailer that had overturned, and people were just going a little bit too fast for the conditions. Add on top of that the fact that the snow was at times reducing visibility quite a bit, and things were real dicey throughout the area on the Turnpike. Here's what a couple of the drivers I spoke with had to say a few hours ago.
I've seen 10 cars in an accident. I saw a Lexus fly into a ditch. I saw a semi-truck jackknife, all kinds of stuff.
It's pretty slippery out there, but if you proceed with caution, shouldn't be too bad. There's a couple of lanes that are pretty decent.
And I noticed the same thing. A couple of the lanes were pretty decent. Where you would normally see 3 lanes, only 2 lanes were usable, one sometimes better than the other. I have seen ODOT going back and forth on the Ohio Turnpike frequently, trying to get things under control, and they're certainly getting a break now with the reduction in the snowfall. So I think overall, with the news from Mark that the blizzard warning and the snowstorm warning is going to end at 9 o'clock, this is really going to be good news for ODOT, because they're going to be able to get onto the Turnpike here and clear up the remaining snow. And you can see the traffic behind me. It's going at a pretty decent speed. I would say the average speed is probably between 40 and 45 miles per hour. So certainly as bad as it could have been, Chris, conditions not nearly as bad as many of the drivers were expecting. Still very stressful when they were coming up and down the Turnpike today.
Yeah, certainly, but at least traffic is moving. It's better than it was just a few hours ago, Bob.
Yeah, it's a big difference, especially I'd say between 1 and 2. That's when things got really bad. Visibility was greatly reduced. People were coming off, and everyone I talked to was nervous, ready to take a break. After seeing so many cars going off the roadway, you can certainly understand that. I was only on a short stretch of the Turnpike between I-71 and 77. I saw 1 car off the road, but that was it. Drivers who've gone across the whole state have seen much more.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, Bob, we'll check in with you many times the next hour and a half or so, or 2 hours. Bob, appreciate that live report tonight.